What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky Unboxes, we're going to take a look at something awesome and that I have been waiting on for months now. And of course, you guys saw that I got this the other day when I did the mail call. I say the other day, it was like well over a week ago. But either way. And it is, of course, the Gjallahorn Arianrhod Fleet Complete Set. It's a lot of words. And of course, you guys know, I love me some grazes, and this comes with 3 of them. You got 2 Dine-Slave grazes. You've got the Idiot's Graze, which that's neither here nor there, if that's going to be a good thing. And you've got the updated version of the Regional's Julia, so that's pretty awesome. And it's coming across a little bit more blue on the screen right now, but it's actually got a greenish tint to it. Of course, this is a P-Bandai set, so it is what it is. My IBO P-Bandai set continues on, because of course I have so many of them, it's kind of ridiculous. And because this is a big set, we will be seeing the return of the runner counter. Kind of missed that. So let's see how many runners are actually in here. So for first bag, these are clearly Graze runners, so these are going to be for at least the, looks like they're the exact same one. Yep, bigs on the floor. So these are going to be the at least 10-ish parts for the Dine-Slave grazes. So grazes are easy. You guys know I can throw those together like nothing. And then continuing on with what is clearly more Dine-Slave parts. We've got some J runners. That's new. Now, it's annoying because the set is all together, and at the moment it's the only way to get any of these. However, you know, maybe down the line they'll probably do an individual set, which would be cool. So you've got, gonna be, there we go. Yep, so Graze and whatever. So this would be the main, like, red cannon-y part of the Dine-Slaves, and it looks like they may or may not be able to close. It's kind of hard to tell because this would be the hingy kind of part, but maybe they just closes down over it. We'll see. Oh, we've got some Idiot Graze parts here, which I've talked about it before, unless this was from like his first appearance or something. But I could have sworn he's always been in the Regional's. But, oh, this is definitely from ground type. Hold on. So we've got the yellow parts for that. We've got, I love they included the whole thing. So you've got the ground type sword. Sorry, I'm way past. I'm behind my light here. We've got the ground type sword, and then you have the mobile worker. That's funny. And then you've got ground type parts, which I haven't even built the Graze ground type, so I'm going to go ahead and defeat myself on this one. And a lot of this is just kind of bent out of the way. But, yay, ground type parts. I have to scooch in just a little bit. I didn't want to be this close, but I don't have a choice right now. It's a big box. It's pretty much a master grade size box. And we've got some more Dine-Slave parts. Oh, and it looks like Julia parts as well. Digging the runner and color separation, though, which was a big concern of different people's. Chuck that over there. Push those runners back a little bit, because the top of the box is so big it's not really fitting. Alright, so we've got what is the, like, probably the magnetic ring part. And this is cool. I never realized this because of the way that it's connected. You get these new hoses that go to the reactors that actually go back here to, I guess, the main power converter, if I had to guess. Alright, so we've got some Julia sword parts. So that's this part here. And then this is the big part for the shield. I'm wondering if this is going to need to be painted or if there's going to be a giant sticker somewhere. I'm going to feel like there's going to be a ton of stickers for this set. Come here. Okay, so here's what is obviously Julia parts. It's the only green in the entire set. It's going to be the Julia parts. I'm going to have so many bags on the floor, it's ridiculous. So we've seen these before. Nothing new whatsoever. Same thing here. Nothing new. Now, most of the Regional's Julia is the same. That's a guarantee. And then here's the stickers for it, and I, have no problem using those. The Julia didn't need hardly anything, realistically. Alright, so here is the, I was going to say it was Graze, and make sure, yeah, definitely Graze frame parts for one of them. Don't know which. It's only a single, so probably this is going to be Eox. You've got regular machine gun, stuff like that. I don't know what all he's going to need, but nothing new. We've seen this God knows how many times at this point. Just going to all fall down. Okay, that is... looks like more Graze parts. I'm guessing it's going to differentiate in the instructions. Now I gotta wonder if it's going to be one big instruction sheet, or if it's going to be something else. So, more Graze frame, but slightly different color, I think. Let me double check. It looks like it's a different color. It might actually be exactly the same. But under the lighting, for some reason, it looks slightly different. I'll set that over here. All Graze parts. Ooh. Here we go. We got Julia parts, and we've got a Dynslave. And man, those are big. Now, I'm kind of happy that this didn't come as its own separate option parts set, and then we have to buy this otherwise. So, you've got the actual Dynslave rod itself, and then you've got the kind of sniper eye right there, and then you've got a handle. Just whatever. There should be a whole nother one of these in here somewhere. Alright, now we've got a definite, very interesting part here. So you've got the old Julia swords, but they're actually in metallic silver that's soft. That's different, because it was just crap gray before. And I will say, this is not the same stark white we got before. It's a little bit different. Well, I'm going to turn the light down just a hair. There we go. There's a slightly different white. Ever so slightly different. Although I bet this runner is straight off the regular Julia. Just like this is. So nothing new here. Thrusters, feet, other little bits. All Julia parts. And yeah, I'm kind of sorting things a little bit here, because it's going to take a while. Alright, so these are the little generator-y parts for the regular Graze. So I don't know what exactly we're going to use these for. I got all three, so even though I don't believe we're going to be using these hoses, I bet it's just for this part alone, for the torso. I'm skipping that part there because it's a lot more runners. Ah, here we go. Here's some dark-ish Graze parts. Come on. Looks like 3 sets, which is weird. Okay, so we got 3 sets of these, which means we're going to need feet or chest parts for at least one of these for the 3 Grazes. I like the fact that I'm getting extra parts. However, his is a ground type Graze, so these feet are for the other ones. And notice it's just the bottom parts and the chest. So I think those are going to be white, or at least something akin to white. Oh, hello. Orange parts. Didn't even see that. It like snuck up on me. Like, I get that this is literally like 4 kits and then some. It's just funny, like the runner count is just ridiculous. This is master grade level runners for this. And yes, I will be doing this all as one review instead, instead of bothering, because the articulation and stuff is going to be essentially the same for virtually all of it, so that's not going to change. This is all Dynslave parts. That's pretty cool. So far I haven't seen anything that alludes me to believing that the bow kind of part will actually open or close. It does not look like it, but we'll find out in the instructions, won't we? Won't we? I like the orange though. That's pretty cool. So yeah, like all Graze parts are going over here. Because Graze is a Graze for the most part. I just washed my hands, so they're like slick. I can't even hold the plastic. And this knife is getting dull. That's something I got to do tomorrow at Hobbytown, is get some new knife blades. But I got a lot of building to do, obviously. Alright, regionally Julia armor parts. No big deal. Don't know why. It's like, because Julia essentially doesn't change, they should have just bagged all that the way they normally would. But I'm guessing they did it differently. And, you know, it's really funny. I just looked further into the bag, and I'm seeing basic Graze instructions. So there's going to be, like, just one extra add-on sheet for different things. This is bound to be... nope, that's another Graze frame. Okay, so we've got all the Graze frame. Have not seen the Regionlays frame as of yet. So we got 3 complete Graze frames, as we should. Any more bags? Polycaps everywhere. Alright, so this is a big important bag, as you can see. Wow, that cut very easily. And I was right. Look at the sticker sheet for this. That's a huge amount full of stickers. Although, clearly, this part is necessary. But you're seeing all these parts here that all have to go on the Dynslave. So, we'll see what happens with that, honestly. Alright, so I've got dark brown Graze parts here. That's going to be for Eok. If I had to guess. Oh, the tan parts were those guys. Obviously, this is Eok's. And like I said, here's the Regionlays frame. I love that the basic Regionlays frame fits entirely on one runner, whereas the Graze frame, for the most part, does not. Okay, what else we got here? We've got the new shield parts, new sword handle. There's the other Dynslave eye, and there's a handle. This is probably for the shield as well, because there's hidden Vulcans underneath, as we saw in the final episode. And there's that other Dynslave. And that's crazy, because if you look at the Kimaris Vidar that also shoots Dynslaves, nothing even close to the same size. I mean, this is ridiculous. And you gotta wonder, of course, why that weapon was designed. You know, obviously it was made with taking down mobile armors probably in mind. And I'm guessing... Ah, look! Stands! Look! I'm not even gonna bother on taking these out. So you got basic crap stands. Which means you have Regionlays extension part somewhere. 4 polycap sets. They're gonna be exactly the same. Yep. All of them use the same polycaps. Okay, no more things there, so let's pull this out. Okay, so Graze instructions. So basic, very basic instructions there. You've got Julietta's, originally as Julia, sorry. This looks slightly different color, but yeah, we knew that was coming. And then here's the extra instructions that we actually want to see. Alright, so this is how to put together all the other extra thingies. So this is just telling you specifically how to do the Dynslave body. As for doing Eok's Regionlays, here's how to do the ground type conversion, which is pretty simple. Oh, it started on the previous page. Okay. Eok's Graze. Yeah. Which, once again, I believe in the series was not a separate Graze. Okay, so this one actually, it has a little cable dealie. That's weird. Okay, you've got the sword. So you won't actually need to use the chain swords, even though they're there. And you've got the shield bit. I actually like that change. I find it to be pretty cool. And I dropped it. I wanted to look at the Dynslave instructions. Because the Graze part, building the Graze is, well, essentially all the same. And this is where you make the mods. So this is all essentially the same right through here. Then this is where it starts changing up. You put on these very long parts. You assemble the rest of it just like you normally would. Then you come to the backpack. You start building that. And of course, that's where all your stickers. And, you know, you gotta deal with these. And we'll see, because I'm not afraid to use some of these stickers. I can't replicate that green. I just absolutely can't. I probably can't replicate this either, so if I can apply these properly, I'm gonna use a lot of them, and I know that's like, it is what it is. But say like these parts right here, that's easily done with my favorite dark gray ever. I may or may not be able to replicate that orange. We'll see, or at least get close to it, because it's got to be like this. And I've done orange before. It's a pain in the butt, but it should be fairly well doable. I kind of dig it. No, it looks like, judging by that, it looks like you may or may not be able to. Okay, they're not hinged. All right, so there's the answer to the question. They're not hinged, but they have it closed, and they have an open mode. You just kind of have to open it and do it yourself. So the guy who actually 3D printed and modeled his own, you're already better than what Bandai did. But it is what it is. I like the modified head. The 9SF Graze is one of the coolest versions, despite the fact of, you know, how it was used in the actual show. That's just neither here nor there. I don't believe... You know what? I'm going to Hobbytown tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can find this kind of dust color and save some sticker usage and see if I can paint that on. I'll see what they've got. I might have to remember to take something with me. We'll see. I might leave the sticker sheet out just for that purpose. Normally I would put all the runners away and stuff like that, but I'm not going to struggle with that for the rest of this review. This has already gone on long enough just for an unboxing. So that's it for the Arianrhod Fleet set, guys. Make sure you stick around for the actual review. It's going to probably take a couple weeks to get all this built, but of course, you know, you'll see it when it happens. Actually, odds are I'll probably just go ahead and have this in the same week, even though it took me 2 weeks to do it. We'll see. But, guys, of course, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new here and you dig what I'm doing. And I want to thank my patrons as always, John, Andy, Steve, and Kolby. You guys are great. If you want to become a patroneer, right here on the screen. Of course, go ahead and grab your Shoky merch, any of my shirts, right here on the screen. I'm just going to keep hitting the camera. I'm tired. But the Lupus for Lupus contest is still going on, so if you have not heard of it or you haven't done any submissions, haven't seen anything up here in the card, all the information you will ever need along with the merchandise, which, by the way, of course, the Shoky shirts, any of that stuff is all going towards the charity for right now. So go ahead and buy any of that stuff just to support a good cause. And I didn't even think about it. I can totally just try to buy an orange paint for that. So I got to remember just to go ahead and bring the runners that'll help match that colors, and I'll just go ahead and buy the paint I need. I'm just dumb. Alright, guys. But that's it. So I'll catch you later. Remember, as always, to keep on building. And now I have to go put all this stuff back in the box. Bye, guys.